Hello everyone. So I'm Toshko Raichev, and probably you know already who I am. So without any wasting of time, I want to share with you a really simple system that even a complete beginner could start using right away without wasting time learning really complicated systems and so on. So this strategy is for Forex, stocks, any market basically that has chart, right? So if you have chart, as long as you have chart, you can use this trading strategy. So let me share my screen and we can go. All right. So let me see. First of all, as you can see, I'm using MetaTrader 4 trading platform, but you can use this trading strategy on any trading platform out there as long as you have moving averages indicators pre-installed on it. So basically, every respected trading platform and broker offers these indicators for free. So anyway, so it doesn't matter if you use TradersView or any other or MT5 or anything. Simply, I like MetaTrader 4 because it's something that I use since very beginning probably, and I'm coding my indicators even on this platform. So anyway, let's start with this. So basically, we need a couple of indicators, as I said, two moving averages. The first one is the 20 period shifted one simple moving average applied to close price, right? So I won't show you how you can apply it on your chart here because maybe it's different on your trading platform or what your broker offers. But anyway, so then the next one is the 10 period shifted without shift, zero, moving average simple, and applied to close price, right? So that's important, the settings, nothing else. And as you can see, there will be looking something like on my chart over here. This is your USD 5-minute time frame chart, by the way. This trading system is applied to any time frame as long as you're comfortable with it. For example, you can trade 1 hour or above if you're a complete beginner and you don't like to see a lot of action. But also you can trade 5 minutes if you're a bit more advanced, for example, or you like to have more action when you're trading. It depends on your personality, on your preferences. So it's a trading strategy that is suitable for the London session and New York session, right? Because during the Asian session, the market acts a bit differently. So it's mostly we're following the trend, right? And remember, the trend is your friend, right? So it's important to remember. I marked here the beginning of the London session, and over here is the end of the trading day. So let's start with the rules, right? Without wasting time. um, it's really simple, as I said. So there is no need for you to guess what and how. It's pure mechanical, of course. And remember, in any trading strategy, there are winners and losers. The most important thing is to be on profit at the end of the day or week or month. It's up to you the period that you choose. So I will start with long entries because, as we see, the first one is long entries here. So it happened during the uh, London session on Thursday, 4th of June over here. What we want to see. So we want our next higher time frame. In this case, if we are trading 5 minutes, the next higher time frame is 15 minutes, right? So we want 15 minutes to have 10 SMA above the 20 SMA. So as you can see, it's clearly above, right? All the way. So then we are switching back to our trading time frame, which is 5 minutes time frame over here. And what we want to see in order to enter long is a cross of 10 SMA or simple moving average above the 20 SMA, right? It's really simple. So I'm not using exponential moving average, as you can see for this system. It's only simple. The simple and probably the simplest and the first indicator that was invented ever in trading. So as long as we have this happening and the candle closes, so the candle of the cross closes, we can go long. Like in this case, we will get this one because this really small doji candle. So this is our signal candle. As long as we have a cross and the candle closes above, right? To confirm the cross, because before the candle of the cross is closed, the cross of the moving averages is not confirmed. So this is when it's confirmed. And at the opening of the next candle, this one over here, we are going long, right at this level. Our stop loss, of course, goes just below the previous swing low point. Swing low point, just a brief explanation, is when the price goes down and then turns around and goes up. So this turning point is called swing low point. There are other names as well. Everyone calls it the way he sees and wants, but for me, it's swing low point. So our stop loss goes a few pips below the closest previous swing low point, in this case, this one. Take profit target, if you want to use a hard set take profit target, it could be 2 to 1 to your stop loss. So in this case, stop loss 3, almost 4 pips, let's say. The take profit target will be twice, so 8 pips, somewhere here. So it will be hit really fast and easy. And probably then you would say, well, what to do afterwards? Honestly, it's enough to have one trade per session, because this means if you're trading London and US session, you have 2 trades, 2 winners. I think it's pretty enough. But anyway, let's say that you want more action, as I said at the beginning, right? So then the next re-entry, so this is the original entry, right? The cross. The next re-entry is, again, we want our M15, the higher time frame in this case, next higher time frame, to have the same conditions still in play. As you can see, they're still in play. The 10 SMA is above the 20. So we're looking for long entries, of course, only. This is to filter out the losers, of course, the bad trades, the false signals, as much as we can. The next entry, re-entry in this case could be when we have a pullback towards 10 SMA or 20 SMA, but in this case, it happens over here towards 10 SMA, and then a candle goes above 10 SMA and closes there. So this candle here is our next entry, right? At the close of this candle, opening of the next one, we are going long. Stop loss again goes just below the previous swing low point. So it's a few pips below. A few pips. A lot of people are asking me from my students, especially when they're complete beginners, how many pips? There is no such thing like exactly 5, exactly 3, exactly 1. Just by eye. That's how I measure them. It could be 3, 5 pips, whatever, right? If you're trading higher time frames, for example, like 1 hour, probably it will be 10 pips. God knows. So anyway, in this case, let's see what it is. Again, around 4 pips. Our take profit target will be double, 2 to 1. Again, somewhere here, it will be hit really nice and easy, as you can see. So this makes 2 trades, which is great. Winners, amazing, right? Then for short entries, so that's about long entries. The original entry is when we have a cross of 10 SMA above the 20 SMA, as long as the conditions remain the same when the candle closes, right? The cross is confirmed. We enter, stop loss just below the previous swing wall point, take profit target 2 to 1. And re-entry, as long as we have an uptrend going on M15, remember 10 again above the 20, we can re-enter when we have a pullback towards in between the SMAs or even towards the 20. In this case, it's just the 10, doesn't matter. Simply want to see a pullback. And then a candle that closes above, we take the entry and again stop loss, take profit target 2 to 1, right? With stop loss, really nice and easy. Nothing complicated, as you can see, just nice and easy taking entries. Then for short entries, it's exactly the same, but in the opposite, of course. So what this means, over here we have a cross, opposite cross, then SMA falls below the 20, right? So we want to check what is going on. Let's see where it is. The crossover here on the M15 is here. So from this point to the right, we have downtrend, right? So we are going back over there. And what this means, from this vertical line to the right, we have downtrend confirmed from the higher time frame. So then, as soon as we have something like this, a candle goes above in between the two SMAs and then closes below, we can go short. See, over here, this will be our very first entry here, right? Stop loss just a few pips above the previous swing high point. Swing high point, just for clarity, is when we have a price going up and then turning around and going down. This turning point is swing high point. So a few pips above it is our stop loss, right? Take profit target. Let me see, I put it a bit higher, but anyway. So take profit target 2 to 1 with the stop loss again, it's around 4, sorry. So probably it will be hit somewhere here, right? I'm not sure if it will be hit here, although the spread is 0 sometimes, so it might be hit here, right? Then again, the next possible entry, we can go and take the entry when we have another cross, because still we are in a downtrend over here, you see. So we have another entry here. The cross happens over here, this candle closes, boom. When it closes, we can take our short. The stop loss goes above the previous swing high. In this case, it's a bit, you see, far away. So what we are doing in this case is, this means that the entry is a bit late, right? So if you face something like this and your stop loss is a bit further from your entry, not somewhere over here, but a bit further, it's a bit too late. So in these cases, still you can set your take profit target to 1, right? Like normal. It will be hit, obviously, in this case. But what I prefer to do is, when you have such a stop loss and your entry is considered like a late entry, just to set your take profit target 1 to 1, just in case, because it could be upcoming reversal of the trend, right? So you see, if it's like this, if it's normal, you see you have a small stop loss, your entry is almost at the beginning of the move of the reversal point, we set 2 to 1. When it's like this, it's a bit far away, it's better to go for 1 to 1. But of course, it's up to you. You can set it 2 to 1 as well. So you see, this is really nice and easy system. That's about the rules, basically, right? Of course, you can decide to trade it without confirmation of the higher time frame, the next higher time frame. But it's better to trade with the trend, especially if you're a complete beginner. If you're a bit more advanced trader, you can trade only what you see on your trading time frame without messing around with higher time frame and trend confirmation. But it's a different story. So we're talking about complete beginners, and it's better to confirm your entries with the next higher time frame. So if you're trading, for example, 1 hour, your next higher time frame is 4 hours, right? Where you will be looking for trend confirmation. All right. So really easy and nice system. Just two moving averages, as you can see, 10 and 20 SMA set to close price. Nothing complicated, straightforward system. Now about the money management, because this is really important. If you decide to risk a lot, as many of the beginner traders do, and that's why they lose actually, and that's why they wipe up their accounts really fast, because they think that they can make money really fast. Well, trading is not a get quick rich scheme, right? You should be persistent and go slowly. And guess what? Slow, steady makes big gains at some point. That's how it works. So probably everyone made this mistake to jump with a lot of risk and then ending up with wiped out account. But we don't want to do this. We want to make money, because trading is not a game. It's a business like any other out there, and we should treat it the same way. So like a business, serious. So about money management, sorry. I have really simple money management. I don't use this 1%, 2%, 0% of your trading account or something. I mean, I used these things in the past, but it's a bit too complicated for me. So the easiest way is this. I will put it here. So for every $1,000 in my account, I'm using 0.01 watts to place a trade. So you see, if you have an account of $1,000, you should place a trade with 0.01 watts. That's the maximum that you can have, right? If you have then, when you build your account to $2,000, for example, then you can move on to the next stage. So $2,000 in your account, you can start trading with 0.02 watts, right? You see the difference. So from 1,000 to 2,000, you're trading only 0.01 watts. It's minimum risk, and it makes you money. So if you have a loser, for example, somewhere along the way, still you will make money because our targets are bigger, as you can see, and more than often we have profitable trades using this simple trading system. That's why I say that it's suitable for even the complete beginners, and they could start using it straight away, right? Probably the very next day. Then the same progress with 3,000, for example, until you get to $3,000 account. So $3,000 account, then you can start using 0.03 watts to place trades, right? Sorry, I am messing around here. Just let me do this. Watts. Yeah, so it will be easier. You see, that's the progression. That's the safest way to progress without losing your account, without wiping out your account. That's the way how you should progress. That's what I'm using. Of course, probably some of my students, if you're here and you're watching this, you know that sometimes I'm using way higher watt size, but it's because I'm a bit more advanced trader, right? I mean, when you get to the point that you know what you're doing when you're trading, by this I mean that you're a bit more advanced trader, then you can experiment and risk way more, by the way, especially when you're trading lower time frames like 5 minutes or 1 minute, something that I'm trading for my everyday accounts. You can use way higher watt sizes, but only if you know what you're doing, right? Because a lot of beginners, you know, it's a different story. You know somehow what to do when you are advanced trader, that when you have experience, but when you're a beginner, the price goes against you and you move your stop loss and you end up losing everything. And that's not the idea. All right, so that's everything, guys. Let me stop my sharing here. Hope that you liked this simple system. Try it, start trading it, and you will see that it really works. And don't forget, don't probably try it during the Asian session, right? It's not suitable for that time because the market reacts differently and you should approach it differently. But definitely this is tested during the London and New York session, and it works amazingly. Just try it and you will see for yourself. So thanks for watching.